If you are searching for a practical weekly KPI dashboard for a small business, the first problem is usually not the formal route itself. It is the overwhelming sense of being lost in the data. The first problem is scattered information, unclear chronology, and pressure arriving faster than the paperwork can be organised. We need to slow down and focus on the facts first. When information is scattered across emails, bank statements, and physical letters, it's impossible to make a clear decision. The pressure builds because the picture is incomplete. A practical weekly KPI dashboard for a small business is best treated as an information organisation subject before it becomes a decision subject. Prep the data before you prep the strategy. In this documentary, we slow the topic down and build a practical preparation map without claiming that any route is suitable for any viewer. We are here to help you organise, not to decide. Decoded provides educational tools and information organisation support only. It does not provide legal advice, insolvency advice, or regulated debt advice. This is a critical boundary. People often arrive at a practical, weekly KPI dashboard for a small business after a deadline, a letter, a cash flow shock, or a conversation that raised the stakes significantly. At that point, it is tempting to jump straight to a named outcome, looking for an immediate solution to the pressure, but rushing to a conclusion can hide the real risks. A letter from HMRC or a key supplier can trigger an emotional response. Our goal is to move from that emotional reaction to a calm, data-driven evidence pack. A safer production angle is to separate facts from decisions. Who is owed money, what dates matter, what documents exist, and what income or cash flow supports your current position. Understand exactly what you have before you decide what to do. This allows for a much more productive, focused, and professional conversation with your advisors later on. A practical weekly KPI dashboard for a small business means different things depending on your specific situation and the nature of the financial pressure you're facing. For some, it's about staying ahead of HMRC. For others, it's about managing a growing list of trade creditors. The common thread is the need for structured weekly visibility. It might be about personal debt, company rescue, HMRC pressure, or simply preparation for a formal process that requires detailed, verifiable records over a period of time. For this video, the working definition is deliberately narrow. Understand the topic, organise the facts, and prepare drafts for professional discussion. Nothing more. That framing keeps the viewer out of advice territory and keeps the production focused on the practical, technical steps of preparation and information management. Preparation is your best tool. It gives you back a sense of control without making any premature legal or financial commitments that might not be right for you. Organising your information doesn't change the underlying facts, but it significantly reduces the confusion that often leads to poor, panic-driven decisions. When you are under pressure, the emotional fog is real. A structured dashboard acts as a lighthouse, showing you the reality of the situation without the noise. Having a clear creditor list and a timeline of events allows you to see the full picture. You can see who is owed what, and more importantly, when it was last discussed. This chronological view is vital. It shows the speed of the situation and helps you identify which deadlines are approaching the fastest. The topic matters because poor records can make pressure feel larger than it is, while missing records can hide risks that need early attention from you. Missing a key date or an HMRC notice can escalate a situation unnecessarily. A weekly review ensures that you are seeing everything as it arrives. Visibility is key. When you can see the dates, the amounts, and the deadlines clearly, you can start to prioritise your information organisation efforts effectively. Trends matter just as much as single figures. Is the pressure increasing? Is cash flow stabilising? These are the questions your data should be answering every week. As a viewer, you may need a simple timeline, a comprehensive creditor list, affordability figures, cash flow movements, letters received, and notes of conversations. Collect these into what we call an evidence pack. This isn't for the creditors yet. It's for you to understand your position and prepare for professional review. These records do not decide the route, but they make the next discussion with an accountant or solicitor much clearer, more efficient, and potentially less costly. When you can point to specific facts, your advisors can provide much more targeted and useful advice. You move from vague worry to specific questions. The documentary should show that organisation reduces confusion. It does not promise acceptance, rescue, protection, or approval of any plan. By centralising your data, you stop losing information in the cracks. You build a solid foundation for whatever decisions come next in your journey. Common mistakes include relying on memory, mixing personal and business records, and ignoring the specific dates on formal correspondence from creditors. Keep business and personal data strictly separate. Mixing them creates a dirty evidence pack that will only confuse your advisors and potentially increase your risks. Relying on memory is risky. Dates and specific figures matter when you are dealing with HMRC or commercial creditors. A week's delay can be significant. If you can't find the letter, you can't verify the date. This leads to missed deadlines and increased pressure. Organisation is the only cure for this chaos. Another mistake is treating a draft as a final proposal or assuming that a tool, any tool, can replace the need for independent professional review. Technology is great for sorting, filtering and presenting data, but it cannot provide the human judgment needed to navigate complex legal or financial outcomes. A viewer may say CVA, DMP, IVA, or bankruptcy before the underlying facts have been tested. It is often way too early to name the outcome or the route. Focus on the inputs, not the outputs. Once the data is solid, the correct route will become much easier for a professional to identify for you. This section contrasts rushed assumptions with a calm evidence pack: dates, balances, income, cash flow, assets, notices, and questions for review. By building this pack, you move from a position of I think to a position of I know. That is a much stronger place from which to seek advice. A calm approach to data allows for a calm approach to decision making. Collect the evidence first, then seek the professional opinion. Order matters. Clarity is your goal. Every piece of data you organise is a bit of fog you clear from your vision. You are preparing for a better conversation. The core pack should include the names of creditors, balances or estimated balances, reference numbers, and the specific dates of all letters received. Not all creditors are equal. Identify which ones have sent formal notices or have set immediate deadlines. These need to be at the top of your pack. Identify priority deadlines clearly. Not every letter has the same weight, but knowing which ones need immediate attention is critical for your preparation. Time is of the essence. By tracking deadlines weekly, you avoid being blindsided by a sudden legal move or a final demand you didn't see coming. For business topics, add a short cash flow view, your current HMRC position, supplier pressure, payroll status, and director loan account issues where relevant. If you are a director, your duties are specific. Organising this information is part of fulfilling those duties and preparing for a professional board-level discussion. A basic cash flow view helps you understand the trading reality. It isn't a final forecast, just a snapshot of the current situation over the last few weeks. Seeing the gap between income and costs in a weekly dashboard allows you to spot issues before they become terminal. It's about early warning signs. For personal debt topics, add household budget figures, priority debts, correspondence, income stability, and any relevant vulnerability notes for your advisor. A standard financial statement is the goal here. Organise your spending into categories that a debt advisor will recognise and be able to work with immediately. The final part of your pack is your question list. What do you need to ask a regulated debt advisor or an insolvency practitioner? Write them down as they occur. Having a list of prepared questions shows your advisors that you are organised and serious about understanding your position. It leads to much better outcomes. Let's look at how you can organise this information using the Debt Decoded Cash Flow and KPI Review workspace designed specifically for this task. This isn't a sales pitch, it's a tour of a preparation tool. We want to show you how a structured environment can help you clear the emotional fog. The workspace provides dedicated sections designed to help you structure the data we've discussed today in a logical, chronological, and verifiable way. Use the input areas to log your facts. The tool is designed to keep your data organised, creating a clear chronology of your situation that you can update weekly. By following the built-in checklists, you ensure that your evidence pack is complete and ready for professional review. No more missing pieces or forgotten dates. You can review draft outputs that help you see your information from different angles, making it easier to spot gaps in your records before your next advisor meeting. The timeline view is your early warning system. It shows you what is coming, allowing you to prepare your information well ahead of any significant deadlines. Explore the cash flow and KPI review as a preparation route. It is a way to get your facts ready for the next professional conversation you need to have. The goal of the tool is empowerment through information organisation. It doesn't replace the expert, it prepares you to get the most out of their expertise. The next step is knowing what to discuss with a professional. Use your newly organised evidence pack to drive a more detailed and accurate conversation. Don't just hand over a pile of papers, present a structured summary. It changes the dynamic from a crisis management session to a strategic review. That conversation may include feasibility, risks, timing, creditor response, statutory duties, affordability, assets, tax, or specific legal documents. Ask about the alternatives, ask about the costs, and ask about the personal impact. Your evidence pack will help you understand their answers more clearly. The production should name the relevant professional route clearly. Licensed insolvency practitioner, solicitor, or accountant, these are your key allies. Ensure you are speaking to regulated professionals. Check their credentials. Your data is sensitive and you deserve advice from qualified, regulated sources. The viewer should leave with a better question list, not a conclusion that a formal option is automatically appropriate for their business or situation. Preparation builds confidence. When you know your figures, you can participate fully in the discussion about your business's future. You are a partner in the process. To summarize, define the topic, separate facts from assumptions, organize your documents, and build a clear, chronological timeline of events. Every week review your KPIs, every week update your creditor list, and every week check your approaching deadlines. Consistency is your greatest strength. Prepare draft material where useful, and take the unresolved questions to the right professional for their specific, tailored advice and review of your situation. The path from pressure to clarity is built on a foundation of solid data. Don't skip the organization phase, it is the most important part of the journey. The strongest documentary message is preparation before decision. Debt Decoded can help structure information, but the decision itself sits with you and your advisors. In a crisis, information is power. By taking control of your data, you are taking the first and most important step toward navigating the challenges ahead. Debt Decoded provides educational tools and information organization support only. It does not provide legal advice, insolvency advice, or regulated debt advice. This is our commitment to you. Always seek advice from a licensed insolvency practitioner, solicitor, or accountant for your specific situation. This video is for general educational preparation only. If this topic is relevant to your situation, use the linked Debt Decoded resource to organise the facts before you have a professional conversation. Explore the cash flow and KPI review today at debtdecoded.co.uk. Build your evidence pack and prepare your next steps with clarity and confidence. The resource is available now. Take the first step toward clear, organised financial records. Visit debtdecoded.co.uk and explore the cash flow and KPI review. Thank you for watching this Debt Decoded documentary. Remember, good preparation is the foundation of every well-informed financial decision you will make. Stay focused on the facts, keep your records organised, and always seek professional advice. We'll be here with the tools you need to stay prepared. Debt Decoded, information organisation for small business owners. Visit us at debtdecoded.co.uk to learn more and explore our full range of educational resources. Connect with us online for more educational content. Debt Decoded is your partner in preparation. Thank you for your time and stay organised.